What's up, guys? We are now ready to discuss the Empire After Show Season 6, Episode 9, entitled Remember the Music. Y'all, Cookie is ready to sign them papers. Bossy Media is trying its hardest to sustain. I don't know if they're going to be able to, get through it. We'll see. And then, will Philly Street be the one to officially take Lucious out? I don't know. We'll discuss. You guys stay tuned.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, the buzz.
We got the lights going. Oh, what is up, guys? We are back with another after show of the Empire After Show. I am your host, Tyra Prude, and we have a jam-packed show for you guys today. As you can see, a few of our people are out. Haley is gone and Soraya is gone, but I have two lovely guest co-hosts here to break down the episode with me. To the left of me, I have Halle Johnson, aka Halle Berry, because that's the only way I can remember how to say her name. And then to the left of Halle, we have Bria Williams. What is up, guys? Thanks for joining me. I'm so happy you're here. I was going to be here alone, and you guys saved the day.
We should never be here alone.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the good vibes, good energy. So, guys, like I said, we have to break down this episode. We're going to be talking all Bossy Media. We know they are going through it, trying to find funding to, sustain within their company. We're also going to get into a little bit of Andre versus Lucious. They're still having this battle between each other of who deserves to be the CEO. And then we have to talk about Traci and this Philly Street issues, Kinsley versus Andre. It's just so much that we have to dive into. But first, let's get into some overall thoughts, ladies. So, what was your opinion on tonight's episode?
You want me to go first?
I want you to go first. I'm ready for it. Because it looks like you're ready to just dive right in.
All right, let's do it. So I was really frustrated with Cookie at first.
Really?
Because I thought she was gonna give in to Lucious and his games and his pettiness, and I was like, "Girl, after all this work, don't do it."
When he came with that boombox, I definitely thought she was gonna fall back into the trap.
I was like, "Bruh, no." Please don't. I am not the one. I was like living vicariously through Cookie at the moment. I was like, cut him down. And then when she finally was like, nah, it ain't happening, I went, oh.
Okay, I'm different though because I was hoping that they would come together.
Stop it.
Stop it. I am in love.
Have you been watching the seasons? Yes. We are sick of this.
I know,
okay,
but like you said, she's his ride or die, and I just want him to be her ride or die, and I want them to ride and die together. And I feel like it's not happening.
I'm throwing up.
It's not happening. I mean, I feel you. I was like team Lucious and Cookie. Where's Haley's not here to give us the the little cute name they made for him. But after so much, it's just a lot. Like, it's just too much. And I think I'm loving this new path that Cookie is on, finding herself and finding her voice and what she deserves. So I'm here for it. But overall, I thought this was a good episode. I think it's stirring the pot to what's to come. It was a lot of gems thrown in. We saw Philly Street. He's kind of like he's ready to take Lucious out, it looks like. And Terry is she's getting in there. She's not being like, the sweet, wife anymore. She's like, what is up with my husband? And she's officially, I think she's going to now see the dark side that is going on within the, the family. Yeah.
I feel like everyone turns in this family.
Everyone turns. They do. But before we dive deeper into the Terry topic, let's first talk about Bossy Media. So as we know, Bossy Media is a new company founded by Giselle and Becky. And they have went into a little rough patch. They're in a ton of debt. Giselle had a friend who was in like the stock market and she was supposed to help flip them money and things like that. Becky got super excited and she started planning out all of these concerts and things and prepping for Tiana just for Giselle to come back and let her know I didn't go through the deal. We are broke. So now they are finding, different avenues. Becky reached out to Cookie and then they went to an outside source. I think his name was Tommy, who was trying to take over the whole company. And then Giselle went to Damon, Cookie's enemy. In the end, Cookie ended up helping and decided to fund the company. But how do you guys feel about that? Do you think this is a good move on their part? I understand Cookie has been there with them throughout this whole process, but we know Cookie can be a little bossy. She likes to have her hand dipped and dabbed and everything. So do you think this is a good move, or should they have, continued on with the other avenues that they were trying to take?
I think that this is their baby. They've been trying to grow it. They've been the underdogs, and I just feel like they didn't want Cookie, to be the voice. They wanted it to be their thing. And I would take pride in that too. So I applaud them for taking other avenues, but Cookie's back. And how do you say no to Cookie?
How do you say no? And at this point, desperate measures. You need the money.
Right.
But knowing how Cookie is she going to be able to just, stand off and, be a part of the team? I don't know. I feel like Cookie gives me this, overpowering energy, and I don't know how this is going to work. What do you think?
You know what? I think it'll be good for them because Cookie has a lot of experience running a label, running a business. She knows talent as well. So to have someone on your team that not only is also a Black woman or Aboriginal woman, that knows her business, that has the experience and can identify talent and cultivate talent. If anything, I don't think they want Cookie to be silent. I think they get to follow her lead in a way and learn, because that's the best way to learn how to lead. Yeah. And just so you guys know, I'm currently in the chats here with Bree, and we see all of your comments and questions and whatnot. And I want to give a shout out to Samantha Willis. She's so active in the chat right now. I'm with you on that. Samantha says, I think that the investment is a con, and they said Boss Lady gets 7%. Oh, please. I'm with you on that one.
Oh, yeah,
girl.
it was a con. I do. Okay, so I agree because the measures were, they needed the money. I do agree that them getting Cookie's help was a good idea. But I don't know. I'm just waiting for some drama to unfold because, yes, she has been there for them throughout, she's actually been a helping hand throughout their whole process since they got Tiana on. But I don't know. I think something's going to stir up between it because Cookie, she has to have her own. And after years of being behind Lucious and, not having her own, I don't see her being able to be the yes woman to these ladies. But we'll see. It might, like you said, she is kind of a mentor to Becky. Becky actually reached out to her originally, so maybe this will be a good thing.
She's not there to be a yes woman. Since
you don't
when
think
is
so?
Cookie? No.
Since when? But we have Giselle. Okay, Giselle already. She butts heads with Becky, and they had their past feud. So I don't know what Cookie coming in.
She can't hold a light to her though. Cookie is a force.
Okay,
yeah, she is a force.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, we will see on that. And yeah. Also, what we love to see is you guys constantly tuning in to us. We appreciate you guys constantly checking our after shows and the other shows that we have to offer here at AfterBuzz on YouTube. And Halle would like to give you guys more information on how you can stay in tune with us.
Absolutely. Well, you know what, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys make us the ESPN of TV talk. So in order to keep us going, please go ahead. If you're listening on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating. Number 4, 3, 2, 1 just don't work. So, give us that 5-star rating. And if you're listening to us and tuning in on YouTube, go ahead and give us a like. Be sure to comment, subscribe, and share. You guys keep us going.
Yes, you guys keep us going. We love you guys. Also, thank you to Kevin and Maria for this wonderful network. We appreciate you guys, and we're just happy that we're here, pushing towards our dreams. Yes. So, okay. Speaking of pushing towards the dreams, we have to discuss Andre and Lucious in this feud of, who is going to sustain their dream of being the CEO of the empire. So during this episode, we see Andre and Lucious. They talk about how Lucious was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award for the ASA Awards. And later we come to find out Andre actually paid them to give him this slot so that it would, encourage Lucious to go into retirement. But Lucious is like, no, I peep your game. I'm still in this. You are not getting rid of me. And the battle is still on. I don't know about you guys, but I am tired of this feud. How are y'all feeling about this? When is someone gonna budge and just say, you know what, take it? Because I'm sick of it.
It's never gonna happen.
No, men in their egos,
and
they gotta do it.
Gonna keep dangling it in front of Andre's face, and Andre's gonna continue to do at any cost whatever he can, to get his spot.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed in Andre. I really am.
Too.
He's starting. I understand him wanting to become the CEO and prove his father, but to become his father in the process is really counterproductive. He has a whole family on the line, and I would hate to see that cycle to be continued and perpetrated throughout the Lyon family.
I would hate it too, but I think it's just his mental health. Like, he was on such a good path. But when they had that that one special, like the Raw music special, and Lucious, you know, made sure that Treasure didn't go on stage and all of that, like, that broke Andre. And he's been going downhill since. His Kinsley is back in his subconscious. Like, he's still thinking these crazy thoughts. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm really sad for Andre. I want him to, like, pull it together because he was on such a good path, and now I feel like he's just going completely left.
Yeah.
But will he?
I think so.
I don't know.
We got some people in the chat right here saying they think that Andre is actually the better CEO and he's going to become the main CEO of Empire Company.
I totally agree. He has the smarts.
But what do you think his wife is going to do that's going to affect it?
Well, let's go ahead and get into that.
I hope she leaves him.
I love Terry. Terry keeps him whole. She keeps him sane. That's why she's dipping and dabbing into this stuff.
I'm so sick of this narrative.
What?
Yeah, I'm sick of the narrative that the woman has to come in and hold the man down and keep them together. Do you not notice the cycle here? It's the same thing with the Cookie and Lucious dynamic. So now it's going to become the Terry and Andre dynamic?
But Andre actually needs this. He needs it. He is not mentally there. He needs someone who can keep him there.
Why does she have to save him?
Because she's a nurturing woman. She's a nurse. That is what she does. She's spiritual. She is that person for him. So we're going to just talk about that. So, okay. Andre is, you know, like I stated earlier, he is going through this thing where, you know, his subconscious is talking to him. Kinsley is popped back up, and he is the mastermind behind all of the things that Andre is doing. So as we saw in the episode, Andre signed, what was his name? Prophetic, the poet. He signed him, but that was another way to get back at Lucious.
Exactly.
And he put together this whole scandal of a young girl coming into the club, and she was, you know, kissing all on him when she wasn't really 15. But he planned it to where she was 15 so it could be a scandal so that he could sign him, and, like, you know, he has to be under Andre. This is all Kinsley in his brain. And then Terry, you know, she peeps it. She sees what's going on. She sees the money trade that happens in the house. And now she's trying to get to the bottom of it. And we saw in the episode that she actually showed up to the girl's house and was willing to pay her for the truth of what's going on. So how are you guys' thoughts on that? What did you feel about that whole situation? You disagree with Terry being a part of it, but I think Terry needs to be there because I think Andre is going down a bad hill with Kinsley secretly in his mind, his imagination.
I do too, but I think that it's so dangerous. And I hate to say it, like, if you're dating a lion, like, you have to know your position. Because even as a woman, you don't want to be told you need to know your position. Like, when he sat at the table telling her, basically, you don't need to know anything. I don't think that's right, of course, but I do agree with you that she does hold it down and that someone needs to do something about it, and she's going to be the one to get the truth. But I think it's going to be dangerous for her because
it is. She's getting ready to go down a bad hill.
Exactly.
But at the moment she fell in love with him, like, this whole dynamic is toxic.
It is. I think Terry is oblivious to it all, though. I think she fell in love with him being in his emotional state and broken and all of that. And like I said, her having a nurturing spirit, she wanted to, like, uplift him. And now her digging into this and seeing what Andre really is about, it's going to go left. Yeah. And I'm honestly scared for the fate of Terry at this point.
Let me put something out there, though. Is she a nurturer or is she a martyr?
I think she's a nurturer.
I mean, you can be both, but in this situation, nurturer or martyr, and people show you exactly who they are from the start. We're the ones who choose to ignore it and continue on the path anyways. She knew how monstrous and confused and disturbed Andre was, but she came in and was like, oh, let me fix you, little baby bird. Nah, leave him alone.
What if, she's low-key like him? Like, what if this is going to reveal another side of Terry that we didn't see, and she's going to be down for the cause, which is why she fell in love with his twisted ways.
You got my attention now. Okay. I didn't see that coming.
We're too soon for predictions, but what if that's the case?
You know what?
Because we're trying to figure out why she's holding him down like this. So what if that's it?
She's gonna get turned out.
She's gonna control.
She's gonna be evil. She's gonna be bad.
And then we talked about this in a previous episode or previous after show. They're gonna be the next Cookie and Lucious.
Stop it.
Like, take over the empire.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's become really problematic. But I mean, if they're into it, then, you know, to each their own.
Yeah. To each their own. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, Terry girl, I don't know what your plan is, but you need to be prepared for whatever is going to happen when this girl tells you the truth, because Kinsley and Andre's mind is on full force. We got to save this company mode, and I'm not sure, what's going to be next. What are they saying in the chat? Do we have more things?
Yeah, we do. So we currently have Samantha is still speaking up here. Samantha said that that's actually a really good plot twist to add in. Yeah, and she also said that Terry needs to stay in the wife place. Let Andre gotta go do what he's gotta do.
But as a wife, that's your job to know what your husband is going through.
I mean, but please make sure you choose good husbands. Like, don't pick someone that you know that you want to try and fix. Like, I think women need to throw that out completely. Yeah. Like, we gotta stop trying to fix people and just let them be
who they are.
Right. And don't be with them if they don't work with you. All right, y'all hear that? Stop fixing people. But in the Lion's house,
like there's always someone to be fixed.
There's everyone needs to be fixed. Everyone, the whole family. But, I agree. I'm just excited to see how that's going to unfold. But let's go ahead and get into Traci and Lucious. So she's kind of jealous about the whole, like, Lucious and Damon's daughter kind of thing. And we saw last episode, she kind of, like, tipped the soundtrack of, what's his name? Sean, was it? Sharing, like, what really happened with the whole situation of why he went to jail. It was Lucious who actually robbed him and stole the money, and he shot the wrong person. And at the beginning of the episode, we saw him listening to it, but he was in denial about it. And now, as we got towards the end, and as he kept thinking about it and listening, he has this whole revelation that, you know, it possibly is what really happened. Why do you think Traci is so out to get Lucious? Like, do you think it's because of the whole, like, her son dying and all of this? Or what is this about? Why is she trying to take him out?
Okay, so I think she's just bitter overall.
Yeah.
But I also think that, like everybody, she's owed something from Lucious that she's never gotten before. So when she had the opportunity to take what's hers or take advantage of the situation, I feel like everyone else has done with Lucious, she's going to take the first opportunity.
Yeah.
So what do you think? You're just...
I'm just in here collecting data. I'm like, I can just really say one thing. She's a side chick and she forgot her place.
Oh.
Just saying.
Okay. Well, sorry, Traci. That's what happened. Well then. Okay. No, I totally agree. I don't know. I think she's kind of cuckoo in the head too, and she has this whole idea of what her and Lucious should be, and now because she sees that it's not going that way, she's trying to do anything to end him. Do you think Philly is gonna, like, go through with this? Like, we saw him, like, you know, fed up with his gun, going upstairs to, like, try to kill Lucious. What are your opinions on it? Because just think from his point of view, he spent time in prison. Lucious brought him in as a charity case because he felt bad and all of that. And now for all that to come back and realize that your whole years in prison was a lie, and, you know, this man that's supposed to be helping you is actually your enemy. How do you take that? I don't know.
I think Lucious is in trouble. You get someone that has nothing to lose.
Yeah.
We're going to take you out. It's really...
I don't think he's going to be the one to take him out. I think Lucious is going to take him out like he does everybody.
Yeah.
He is.
We keep seeing these follow-ups of, you know, someone taking him out. They're just like building up all of his enemies. Like, they're building up a tribe, kind of like Power. I don't know if you guys watch it. How they always like, we sick of ghosts. They're like, we are sick of Lucious, and we are all going to come together and we're going to take this man out. But I think that is so crazy that clip was out there. That song was out there, and it's revealing everything. And I don't know. That's a tricky situation. But Philly is, like, fed up. I don't know. I'm excited.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. Like, you killed first of all, this person was innocent. Yeah. You killed an innocent life, and then you went to jail for it. And let's not forget, you were an up-and-coming rapper, too. This could have been your empire. It's crazy. I just can't.
When you're dealing with money, it's danger.
When you're dealing with, and then I mean, if you rob the money, you rob the bank, so I guess that was supposed to happen.
This whole business is shady. What you expect you can trust untrustworthy people? Come on now.
True.
Yeah,
with
true.
dirty money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I guess we will see how that unfolds. But let's go ahead and get into this Lucious Lyon movie. So Hakeem is fed up, y'all.
Big baby.
Hakeem is like, I am not being a part of this film. It is a lie. The script is off. My mom would not say the corny stuff that this girl is saying, and he is done. And as he's going on his feud, Cookie comes in and she's just like, what is this? What is this script? Then Andre comes in and it's just this whole, thing, and Lucious is like, this is my story. This is it. Why do you think Lucious is trying to sugarcoat everything? We already know that he is this crazy, psychotic, money-hungry man. What is he trying to prove that?
I have a theory on that.
What's the theory?
So you remember in previous episode, he mentioned to one of his past lovers, like it was the first time hearing from his mother that he wasn't born a monster. Mm-hmm. And I think now that he's finally starting to come into this softer, more feminine side of himself, even though he's battling with it, showing this movie kind of in his way, I think is his way to prove to himself that, hey, I'm not really that much of a bad guy.
So it's not even proving to the audience. This is for more of myself, internal childhood past issues.
This is his way to come out the hero rather than the gangster and the villain.
I mean, I could see that too, but I also think too, like everything Lucious does, he's trying to change the narrative. He does that with everything.
Yeah,
in his
he's
life.
very insecure.
Yeah, and so this is his one opportunity to showcase that for everybody to see, and it's one and done.
Yeah, one and done. Let's talk about Cookie though, and how she was like, look, if you gonna make this girl have me on here corny, I didn't sign a consent form. I'm out. Okay, first of all, this scene like threw me off because I just knew Cookie was done, and then he pulls out the boombox and he's like, remember this? And she's like, okay, let's get to it.
So
They're gonna get back together.
No! What? Did you not see? She served him. He got divorce papers.
Are you ready to go in the doghouse?
No.
She wants them to survive so bad.
I do.
But I really liked this whole dive into. I love when they go in the past and they like talk about how it works.
Too.
And she was really a down girl. Like she was ride or die. She faked a pregnancy, her labor for him. How did you guys feel like seeing them work together? Like, did you think, I thought the chemistry was there until she served him the divorce papers, or do you think, you think
I was going to say, you guys
what
know.
do you think?
Honestly, I personally thought that moment was dope. When she faked going into labor.
It was.
I was like, yo, this woman is down. And that's why I got even more upset with Lucious, thinking, how could you ever abandon and abuse this woman who has been there for you from the get? Like, you don't, Lucious, you don't deserve her.
Yeah, I agree. He doesn't deserve her, but I think she has found her voice. Like I said earlier, she's found her voice and she sees that. She's like, he does not deserve me. Yes, I'm still going to be there for you every step of the way. Yes, I'm going to help you with this movie. Yes, I'm going to always try to hold down the empire, but at the end of the day, me and you, we can't work anymore. And I think Lucious was really gonna shed a tear.
He did.
Did he?
Yeah, right at
remember?
the end, he was sitting in his chair. He was like, oh.
But see, that's what had me confused, because we saw the beginning of the episode, Damon's daughter text him or whatever. Like, they're having their whole little fling, and then Lucious is confused. He's confused. He doesn't know if he wants Cookie or he doesn't know if he wants the other girl.
Oh, he knows what he wants.
He wants Cookie.
He wants Cookie. The other woman is just, once again, side chick.
You think so?
No, I know so.
I feel like she brings out this feminine side to him, though.
Well, she's
like, nah.
Hold on, she makes him feel like he can be a good guy. With Cookie, he tries to run away from who he truly is.
Well, you heard him say he was trying to soften her up in the movie.
Yeah.
So again, he's trying to change the narrative, but in reality, he wants someone who's going to hold him down.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the other girl.
It's Cookie.
No, Cookie is one of the only people strong enough to handle Lucious. Lucious' problem is that he abused her and tossed her away to the side too much, and she tired now. She's
fed up. She said, "I've been thinking about it for a while now," and then like slid it out of the back. I was like,
you guys know my heart was crushed.
Yes,
I didn't think that she would ever have.
I was happy.
It's worked. I didn't think she would ever have the courage to do that. I was very shocked by that scene.
I was not.
But I was happy to see that they could, bring it together for the film, and I think it's gonna be some gold coming out. I don't know. I'm acting like this is a real movie that's getting ready to happen, but watching it, I'm like, I think something's good is gonna come out of it. But I want to see more of Hakeem.
Yeah.
It was nice to see his little feud, but I don't know what's up with that. He's not really around anymore.
I know, and I don't know what that's about. Really?
I mean, we know he's had his issues with Tiana and like the whole kid situation, but I guess maybe because right now he's filming and that's why we're not diving more into his life. Or
yeah, you know what I think it is? The first several seasons were mostly him being at the center of attention, and now we get to see the other characters. Like, we didn't get to see into the mind of Andre as much until this season, and it requires.
Well, it's been a build, but now it's like Andre. Mental health.
Yeah, it's become mostly about Andre, and I think that it's important. That's what I love about this show and the way that it's written. Everyone gets the opportunity to shine, and the acting is just incredible.
It is. But they don't really dive into Hakeem's story. They talk about how, Andre deals with mental health. They talk about how
Jamal and originally coming out.
Well, they did. You remember they talked about how Hakeem had his mommy issues. Like, she went to jail when he was a kid, and towards like the beginning, the first few seasons, he was dating Naomi Campbell's character, the older woman.
Right.
So that was like his
you're right.
phase where he was just like, I don't know who I am.
We focused on him quite a bit the first several seasons. So I'm okay with him taking the back seat because he gets to not be center of attention right now. I think it's time for Andre.
But it's perfect especially with this being the final season, because we always knew that Andre was fit to be the CEO. So to see that within these last few episodes, the battle is between those two, it's really good. Are they saying anything else in the chat?
Yeah, Samantha says that Cookie is Lucious ride or die. And Danielle actually agreed and said, "So true, Bria."
Shout out to Danielle. Shout out Camille. We see you guys.
What up? We see you.
That's what it is.
Baby.
Cooches.
Okay.
Their team Cooches. That is so funny.
Hey.
Well, guys, we will see what unfolds after this. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get into some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Well, so, we've been talking a lot about mental health. Taraji P actually did an interview with Self Magazine talking about her mental health and talking about, how it took her 2 years to actually get help for her mental health. She has a foundation that she has, the Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation, which is named after her father, who she also believed had bipolar issues. So, Taraji is speaking out. She's talking about her mental health issues. She's really trying to bring awareness to the Black community. It is okay for us to go to therapy, for us to receive help. Do not be ashamed about it. So shout out to you, Taraji. We love that, and we support you.
Black queen, educating us. Yes, no, I'm here for it. I thought that's very, it's very cool. Also, seeing that in the show, we saw her battling. Well, we saw Cookie's character battling with whether she should go to therapy or not, and now we're seeing that it's helping her evolve into a better person and finding her voice outside of Lucious. So it's cool that it all just ties together, guys. Absolutely. Everything comes together with Empire. Thank you so much for that. Now let's go ahead and get into our special segment called "Oh No You Didn't." Yes, Jonathan is right on point. So in this segment, we like to talk about what happened in the show that made us go, "Oh no, you didn't." So whoever wants to go first, go ahead and dive in.
You go for it, Brie.
Okay, I feel like you guys might have known what my "Oh no, you didn't" moment is, but my real moment is, oh no, Kingsley did not hold Dre's baby.
Oh, yes.
As he came in the room.
Whoa, his imagination.
But still, I was like, How messed up is that?
Yeah.
To mess with someone who already has mental
when
issues.
he had the baby, he was like, "This is my child," or something. He was like that. You remember he was praying to God and he was like, "Thank you for this blessing," and he was like, "No, you gave me this blessing," or something. It was he's evil.
Oh no, he
sick.
didn't.
Oh no, he
It was
didn't.
sick.
You don't touch a child. I completely agree. They're innocent. I
Good
agree.
thing he wasn't really there.
Yeah.
All right.
Because something would have went down. Yeah. All right. So my no, you didn't moment was the moment when Terry and Andre were in the kitchen eating breakfast. She was asking him questions, and all of a sudden he snaps back, very nonchalant, a little passive aggressive, but just a little bit of aggression. And he said, "I think you should just mind your business." And I went,
yeah.
"Excuse me?
I'm your wife."
I went, "Oh, hell nah." Like,
Yeah. That was wild.
Wow, I was at that moment. I was projecting. I was like, I am not the one. Terry, you better stand up and handle that.
Handle it.
Yeah, handle it. Okay.
All right, I feel some kind of way. Let me release it.
Yeah, release, girl. That's what we talked about therapy. You know, there's a lot of releasing going on.
Go, y'all.
My oh no you didn't moment, it has to be when they were on set for the movie and the girl like called herself going off on Cookie or whatever. She's like, "I didn't go to Juilliard for this, blah blah blah." I'm like, oh no, you did not try to come for Cookie, because you must have forgot that you wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for her having life and, you know, being this person that you can portray. I thought that was very funny, and how she stormed off and Cookie just was like, "Well, that's why you shouldn't be here, because she went to Juilliard."
Yes.
Oh, that was hilarious. I was so here for that. But thanks guys for your input on our special segment. Now let's just go ahead and get into some predictions, guys.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna just have to stick to my prediction of the whole, like, we're getting ready to see a dark side of Terry. I think once she finds out this truth and like she just really sees what Andre is really about, we're gonna see that they're a team. They're a match made in heaven. She can hold him down spiritually, but she could also, you know, have a dark side to her. I don't know. We'll see, but that's my little prediction theory.
I like that. Okay, my prediction is this. You know how we've been seeing since the beginning of the season that Cookie blows up in a car? I don't think she's actually in the car.
You don't think so?
I don't. I think she's going to end up saving Lucious. Yeah, well, after he gets shot, she's going to come in and just take care of whoever it was that shot him. Or she gets out of the car and she's the one that actually shoots him. But I don't think that's it. I just think
we saw in the previews.
Well, that's why. Why would they make it so obvious to us?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I think she's not actually in the car. I don't think she actually blows up. I think
she's in the car. I think maybe like she's gonna get out of the car, like after she saw that note, and then it's gonna blow up because we'll see.
Okay, so I think I don't know if Terry's gonna make it.
You don't think so?
I don't know, and I think that when he loses her, then he has nothing left to live for but his son.
Yeah.
So I think he may turn on his dad.
Well, he's been turning on him, and if Kinsley stays in his mind, he might be the one to pull the trigger. I mean, it's not like he hasn't had the urge to kill his dad anyway, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Get in line.
Well, guys, you guys let us know your predictions in the comments, and, you know, keep tuning in. We love you guys, and we love that you guys support our after show. In the meantime, where can we find you guys on your socials?
All right, my name is Halle Johnson, and you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all the things at Pure Halle, PUREHALLE.
You can find me on Instagram and all social media platforms at Bria Williams _, and you can catch me tomorrow on The Masked Singer.
Yes. And you guys can find me on all social media platforms at _Tyra Prude, and you can catch me tomorrow also on Tyler Perry's The Oval After Show. We got a lot of crazy stuff to talk about. Thank you guys so much for being here with me and filling in. Come back anytime. We appreciate you. And we appreciate you guys. We had a great time. See you guys next week. Or no, in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye. Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.